We invite you to subscribe to Mystic Post TV. Thank you.
The monumental event of Russia invading Ukraine, ushering war into Europe for the first time in almost 80 years, brings into focus Father Livio's persistent warnings that Our Lady has been telling the world that the time of trial is upon us. Recently, Father Livio put out a special broadcast on Radio Maria warning his listeners about the second beast of the apocalypse and that the Blessed Mother is speaking with a new urgency about a coming time of trial. Father Livio said, "Dear friends, Our Lady says, the tests will come, you will have to be strong." In a recent message, through the visionary Maria, we see that we must be ready because it is openly foretold that a time of trial is now in front of us in which many of us will be weak, for which sin will eventually overwhelm us. Our Lady reminds us that she came to earth as Queen of Peace to counteract the force of Satan. She said, "Dear children, my call for you is prayer. May prayer be a joy for you and a wreath which binds you to God. Little children, trials will come and you will not be strong, and sin will reign, but, if you are mine, you will win, because your refuge will be the heart of my Son Jesus. Therefore, little children, return to prayer until prayer becomes life for you in the day and the night." Father Livio says, who will be able to resist in a world where sin reigns without being overwhelmed? No one could resist, without the strength that comes from God, but this can only be reached with prayer. We cannot imagine what trials await us, however some of them have already been anticipated by the Gospel. In the time of trial, false prophecy will spread, that is, a religion that has only deceptive appearances, but whose substance is the denial of the truth. Through it operates the second beast of the apocalypse, which has the appearance of a lamb, but the voice of the dragon, whose purpose is to be able to worship the new religion, the humanitarian one, of man who becomes God, by trampling the cross and the salvation that comes from Jesus Christ. In fact, false Christs and false prophets will arise and will do signs and wonders to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. All this is happening before our eyes if we are not blind. Only with deep and constant prayer will we be able to discover deception, resist seduction and persecution, and achieve the salvation of our soul. Our Lady reminds us that she came to earth as Queen of Peace to counteract the action of Satan, who wants to sow fear, divisions, unrest and wars that are born above all in our hearts. Our Lady is actively giving us warnings about Satan that we should not ignore. She says, Satan is attracting you to the dust and sin. Satan wants to deceive and take away your freedoms. In a powerful message on June 25, 2021, Our Lady said, "Dear children, my heart is joyful because through these years I see your love and openness to my call. Today I am calling all of you, pray with me for peace and freedom, because Satan is strong and by his deception, wants to lead away all the more hearts from my motherly heart. That is why decide for God so that it may be good for you on the earth which God gave you. Thank you for having responded to my call." Our Lady is calling. God bless and thank you for watching Mystic Post TV.